Hola a todos, bienvenidos. Welcome to my little January flip through. And I want to apologize in advance because I am a YouTube newbie, so I don't have a tripod and I don't know how to edit or do any of that. So before I start the flip through, I am gonna actually gonna run you guys through how I started with using Hobonichi Weeks. I'll try to put down the time below, so if you want to kind of like skip through all this, you can just go straight to the flip through. I'll do my best. If not, just kind of like fast forward until you see this open. Just the quickest thing that I'm going to actually talk about. I got into using Hobonichi Weeks about 5 years ago. I've always been a planner girl since I can remember, and but not as diligently as I have been since I've been using the weeks. Although if you look at my first week's year and this one, you'll see a huge difference. And if you are interested in seeing the difference between my first year using the weeks and this one, I'd be happy to do an email. Just let me know below. Anyhow, so as long as I can remember, you know, back in the day, there used to be the Hello Kitty store, and I used to go there and get pins. So I've always been fascinated with stickers and pins galore. I currently have all these pins here in my Dephonic pouch, and if you want to see what carries this in a medium, I'd be happy to do a video of what I carry in there. Anyhow, so I don't work. I haven't worked for the last 3 years, so I'm a home wife. I have some medical issues, and I am only a fur mommy. I was not blessed to be the other kind of mommy. So I have fibromyalgia, and with that comes some pains and aches, but also some cognitive issues. So I have squirrel moments, but a little bit more than the usual. So I have to write everything down now. I started using a moleskin about 6 years ago, but I was looking for a cover for the moleskin, and I like the layout, which is very similar to the Weeks layout, but it's a little bit more bigger and bulkier. So anyway, I went on YouTube and I came across Carrie's design, Carrie Duff. Big shout out to her if she's ever watching, which probably not, but she had a cover for her moleskin, and it was a Hobonichi A5 cover, I believe. And then I slowly started looking into the Hobonichi just like everybody else. And just like everybody else, when you first find out about Hobonichi, what do? Well, we order one. But I ordered all 3 of them with the covers and everything. And I tried my best to get into the A5, but I couldn't, in the Teco. But I just couldn't. It was too much pressure for me. So when I got the Weeks, I found my jam, and I just stuck with it, and I've been doing that for the last 5 years. So that's where I've been, and that's where it is. So now let's go through my flip through as far as what has been for January and what is now officially working for me, and it took me forever. So this is the Giglio Punto Slim that I have, my Hobonichi Wigs. I love my Ollie clips. So we open it, and right here I have one of the Hobonichi Weeks notebooks, and I just use this for my medical records when I go to the doctor. I just have everything in here instead of transferring back and forth every year. Just write notes and stuff, or questions that I have from my doctor. I write them in here. Right now, I have my Miss Moss's Wonder Woman die cut that I still need to laminate. Mommy Lee book unicorn. And I made this little Wonder Woman from Little Wonder Woman stickers. It's just a plastic. And some coffee, Starbucks, because there's never enough to use to cut your washi with. And of course, washi on the go. And I cut my strings from the Hobonichi because that's what I always do. But I don't want to do that with the Giglio. So who knew that origami owl charms can work just as great? So that's what I have. So a little hack for you guys that have a Hobonichi cover on cover and want to change. I'm a creature of changing, so I like to change my covers. So I found this great thing of, I found this plastic thing that you get, like, you know, when you purchase washi tapes and they have those covers. It's just a plastic, I don't know what to call it, laminating thing. And I just put stickers on it, and then I slide it. So what I found too through Pookie Bear's Cuties is she sells, or you can get it anywhere. This is a hack, FYI, hack. If you order personal dashboards and you kind of trim it a little bit, you can stick it in the slider here. And I have 3 on the way coming up. And once I'll post it on the Hobonichi Weeks group. And you can just slide it in here and you have yourself like a cover, you know, that can change. So there's that trick for you guys. Inside I have a cover, and I kind of trimmed it because it was kind of hard at first to fit it in the back of my Gilio. But I've heard people that if you snuggle it in real good, you can fit it in there. So I kind of am starting to regret it, so I might order another one. I'm not sure. So anyway, or I might order, actually I probably will order that jelly cover that Salty Katie is, because I have one for my A6 and it is beautiful. So anyhow, so this is a picture of my parents who are no longer with me. I made this little journal card from, I'm obsessed with this munchkin from Once More with Love. I just got into her, and let me tell you guys, I'm just in love with this little munchkin. So I keep this little journal card that I did. I just print it and cut it there and keep it there. Then I have my husband and I, some motivational quotes about my marriage. I have a little goal here that I did, and I just washi taped it to the cover. This is my little dashboard of my Miss Molly, Miss Moss's Katie. Now my yearly one, this year I'm using it as a mood tracker. So what I'm doing is I'm highlighting my moods. There's my key. X's are bad flare days. I'm sorry for my shaky hand. I don't know why I'm shaking. I really need to get a tripod. X's mean I have flare-ups, which means I'm in bed all day because right now in Southern California, we're having a little storm. Nothing like you guys in the East. My hearts are with you because it's freezing, so I hope you guys are warm this Friday evening. So that's what I do with my thing. I'm trying to use this as a self-care tracker. I kind of wasn't very good, so I really have to start again. So just a little tracker of, you know, what I do. Since I don't use the December because I like to keep all my years in one book, and it comes in handy because everything's all in one book. I have reference 2015 and 16, and I just grab my weeks from those years and I can just flip through and find it. So I decided to use January of 2018 as a affirmative for every box, and I kind of like it. So whenever I kind of need some little pick-me-ups, I just turn to this page. And then obviously my January is here. Now my husband has a crazy schedule, so I use a key for us, color code. Everything you see in green is his schedule, and anything in purple is me. This color is both of ours, like when we do something together, and obviously as I said, in my appointments. And here's February. My appointments, here's my little key. So that's basically, I pre-decorated. I just put in a few things, nothing major. So okay, and then this is I don't really use my pre-planning, so I don't start my weeks till January 1st. So I decided this year to do some spreads. So I have my movie spread and music. I hardly ever see any movies throughout the year, so this is not going to get filled. Here's my Netflix tracker. This spread is my self-care, just little reminders of things of what I can do when I'm feeling down and what I can do to remind me. So this is a good reminder. This is my workout schedule. Fibromyalgia. Even though we're in pain, we need to exercise or do something, which is very hard. So I'm trying to focus on that. I don't know how it'll go, honestly. As you can tell, it hasn't been that great. This is just a beauty tracker when I buy stuff. Sorry for the focus. When I buy stuff, I'm going to write because I want to see how long it takes to order stuff. And the sleep tracker is not really working. I tried it, but I don't know. hopefully I can get back on it on February. So this is my January first week. I'm a creature of change, and one thing that I kind of tell you if you're new, do not plan ahead. So I did this spread in December because I was excited because I thought I had my jam, you know, and all that. And then when I got to January, I was like, no, I can't, because I wanted something else. So this is what I was doing in 2018. You know, just doodling, water tracker, things I need to get done this week, and my tracker, and I had my I need to track the weather because with fibromyalgia, weather is a factor. So that didn't work out. So then I went this route, changing things around a little bit with that water tracker, which gets me. There's something about filling in the little water that's just satisfying. So then I changed it up this week. So I said, okay, let me put things that need, like appointments, something stands out here on this side, and highlights or things that I need to do here, and then my little task list here, and next week, and all 3 goals for the week, my little tracker, anything that comes up. But I noticed that it was just too small for the space here. So then what I did is I decided to kind of like do it in half, and that's working out a little bit better. I still have my water tracker, but then I still have things that need to stand out. Okay, and just like to-dos or anything, pending orders, little tracker here, just sayings, and the weeks kind of bulges up. So I'm trying to do one a week where I don't use any washi tape or stickers, which is really hard. Really hard, but I'm doing my best. This is this week. This is a bookmarker from Ashley's Design, and what I did is, since I'm starting to love my munchkin, I did a little munchkin to keep me going. Just printed this off from her Facebook group because she does this amazing thing. Look, it says you can do this and you got this. Little motivation. So there's that. See how, you know, pending orders. So that's this week, and I have to write everything down, and I do the next week because if I need to do something, I need to write it down. One of the things I have found out that it has changed my life completely. I have had an aha moment with writing down. I didn't realize what it is, and we don't have that much Latina planners out there, probably because in our culture we don't plan as much. So I just want to do a really quick shout out here to Salty Katie, Talk From Your Hearts, Carrie's Designs, of course, Sam Plans. Everybody knows her. She's very popular because they have helped me do this kind of stuff and do things. So anyhow, so back to this squirrel moment. Sorry. Here's a habit tracker that I'm starting to use now. Next is my, I have a, what do I'm having a brain fog. Okay. So then in the notes section, I have my fur baby's info. Then in the backs, what I did is I created the monthlies for tracking my fibro. I call it my fibro log. So for January, I kind of did my tracking this year on the side, which I liked it, but not on that. And then I wanted to do a plotting graph, and I'll show you what this is in the next flip. And then I do the health, I do the weather. Sorry, and then I track anything. Green is medications. Anything in red here means I had a bad day, semi-bad day. Yeah, orange, symptoms that come through, so you can see. And so for February, here's my key. I'm gonna do it here, and I'm just doing if I take my meds, TMI here, bowel movements, because I do have IBS too, my fibro fog, my activity level, my appetite, and my pain level. And here's my little guide. I'm still kind of having trouble with this. So full moon, because I tend to do that. So for the month of February, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use little weather stamps. So So one thing have learned is to take it a month by a day, because I don't want to write everything down. Like, for instance, I could have done this throughout the whole 12 months, but previously that was a big mistake. And I'll show you why in the next one. So in the next section, I have a monthly habit tracker. Now, folks, this is why you don't get excited when you are starting to figure out what you are getting into. So originally this was something going to be for something else, but I don't recall, and it didn't work out. So then I figured I'd do a monthly tracker. So I run my days this way and like that way. Now this is more geared toward goals that I have written down for 2019 that I want to accomplish on a monthly basis. So you're asking me, well, how are you going to remember? Well, if I go here, I have this is this goal tracker. That means check back here. So anyway, I didn't do February. I just did the outline. And as you can see, I did some whiteouts because then I had a change of heart. And I decided to do it this way. So to track it this way and separate it, I don't know how this is going to work for next month. So I'm just kind of testing it out. And I wanted to separate the weeks to see exactly how everything was going to fall exactly, because I want to start visiting my grandma a little bit more often. So if I do it once a week, I kind of know there's a check that I should have a check once, in, you know, at least 4 and stuff like that. So for next February, I have it blank. So it's a very important thing. Don't get ahead. I know we get excited and get ahead of ourselves. It's happened to me so many times. So I finally learned. So anyhow, after that section, I have my gratitude log, and basically it's 2 per page. This was January. I'm going to start today. So then after that, I have, everybody has to have a pen test. I collect pops, although I only have 3, I'm trying to get there. So then a little quote. I wanted to do a sticker journal kind of keep up track. So this is what I have from the sticker shop. And if I put a little square, means I want to order it again. So I know what I like to order. So I'm going to keep track. And I have that for a few other shops that I like. My bookshelf. When I started, I'm currently in 2 books. My little wish list. My reading list. And I don't know about this page. I made a spending log, even though this one hurts. But hopefully it won't go to the next page. But this is a spending log that I made of my expenses. Like I said, with fibromyalgia, full moon, so I want to start having my observations. And I got this from someone, I want to say on Instagram or the Hobonichi Weeks. So whoever it is, I don't remember. Sorry, but thank you. Observations. So then I have a few empty pages, and then in the back, this is just some setups that I was thinking for the fall 2020. I know I'm ahead. My paint scale for the whole year, like a year in paint. This might change for next year, I'm not sure. Then obviously the page. Everybody's doing like washing their covers, so I might do this in the back, but I'm waiting for a very special washing. This is like my Harry Potter section, and this is my little year of goals that I want to accomplish and how. It's just a little slip in and I slip it. Here's the stencils and rulers that I use. I go through crazy pens. Right now I'm using a Micron because they're cool. Everybody's using them and I like them. It's a PN, which is plastic nub. And but Salty Katie, you girl, you just like, if you're watching this, thank you very much for stopping by. But she did a fountain pen thing of her favorite fountain pens, and she showed the Twisby, and this is my first fountain pen, and let me tell you, it is gorgeous. I'm just waiting for the ink, so I can occasionally start using it in my weeks, but I want to start using it on my journaling through my A6. So that's pretty much it. If you're interested in what I have going for 2019, because besides my weeks, which is my everyday, my all-in-one, I have an A6 strategy that I kind of like gonna start journaling, handwriting, brush lettering. And then I have another little on-the-go planner that, like a pocket size. So if you're interested in seeing my setup for 2019, just let me know below. If you're interested to see what's in my pouch, let me know. What else? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you everybody for in the Hobonichi Weeks Facebook group. It's just amazing how everything has come along and how the group has grown so much in the last 5 years. Rebecca, this was the awesome group you did. Thank you very much for putting it together. Everybody that does stickers for the Hobonichi Weeks, thank you. Because when I first started, there was no weeks at all, you guys. If you guys thought it was difficult now, 5 years ago, there was hardly nothing for the weeks like there is now. So, thank you, and thank you for stopping by, and thank you everybody in the planner community for sharing your ideas. And I never thought that I'd be here, but thank you very much. Adios. Have a good fin de semana. Happy weekend.